see like a change regarding the Headies? Have they become better or they are even worse off?
I don't think there's anything different. I don't think so. No.
So what is that missing piece exactly?
Maybe they don't just want to change. But in terms of organization and structure, they're not getting it. And I think it's because there's no competition. Yes.
Do you think that the Headies can actually even reclaim its glory?
That's actually hard though. It will be really hard. But they can.
What do they have to do?
I mean, probably give the show to better organizers or better producers.
Yo guys, super excited to be back on a Monday morning, of course, from the Headies. I didn't sleep, and I guess a lot of you who watched the show didn't sleep as well till about 4 a.m. this morning. And of course, but before we dive into all of that, thank you guys so much for what you do for our community here at Gusto TV Africa. We love and appreciate you guys. The likes, the shares, the support has been immense and crazy. Please continue to support us. And of course, we bring to you the best of everything regarding Afrobeat here on Gusto's What's Happening. And interestingly, Sugar is back. Sugar, how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm good.
Good. I see that you're excited.
I'm excited.
But not many people are excited, regarding everything that happened with the Headies. In fact, we were so pumped, for the Headies. We're really looking forward to all the glitz, the glamour. Our previous podcast, we spoke about the expectations regarding the Headies.
Yeah.
We're talking about, the quality had dropped, and we're looking to see that the Headies will actually redeem itself.
Sure.
The 17th edition of the Headies, we're looking for some type of redemption, some type of, okay, we've learned from our mistake. We're back now up to base, like they said. We left America, we're back home. And we thought that it was going to be better. But I mean, from the general outlook of things, did you see like a change regarding the Headies? Have they become better or they are even worse off?
For Headies, this particular 17th edition, I would say, should I say better? Maybe just a little bit, but let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not even sugarcoat it. I don't think there's anything different. I don't think so. No.
In terms of the organization, in terms of the structure of the award show, it's just been
you see that organization and structure, a lot still has to be done. Like a lot still has to be done.
But one would think that in 2025 we should actually have cracked the code. So what is that missing piece exactly?
I don't know. Maybe they don't just want to change. Or maybe because there's no competition. I don't think Headies has a competition. Like talking about the base, back to base. For Nigerian award, do we have any other award? I don't think they have a major competition, so maybe that's why. Maybe if have a competitor now, they will buckle up. But in terms of organization and structure, they're not getting it, and I think it's because there's no competition. Yes.
For me, I actually really agree with you regarding that, because I feel like if there's competition, if other award ceremonies, other award institutions, I beg your pardon, are actually really giving these guys a run for their money, the Headies will actually sit up, because Headies is like our own Grammy award. It's a reputable, award.
It should
be a reputable award.
I don't think we would even actually say it's a reputable award
organization, and something that everybody should be looking forward to. As an artist, one of your goals or your targets should be, I want to win the Headies. Even before you start to dream of winning, a Grammy. But it seems like everybody is setting their sights now for the bigger picture and forgetting that there's an actual source here. Because when you look at the previous editions, the formative editions, we could say, okay, yes, they were not really good structurally, but we still had some type of anticipation towards the award, because the quality of the awards, the quality of the music, the quality of the people actually receiving the award at the time was actually good. But when you look at all of that, let's take for example the time of the Olami days, when we had Agbasbos with, of course, Don Jazzy and all of that. If you put side by side that and the Headies 2025, which one would you even prefer, to go back in time or actually sit with this one?
I'd actually prefer to go back in time. And I think the reason why we are more, and we were more entertained then, was because our artists then I don't think they were positioning themselves for that global recognition then as much as they are now. Then they really just wanted to own the base. Like own, Nigeria. Let them know me here very well. Now that there's this global recognition, and then every artist now, they're just chasing after the Grammys. We want to get recognized outside the country. Like, we like people just know us outside. That really now forgetting the home front, basically. So that's one thing I would say, like, I would actually prefer to go back in time.
Don't you think that them forgetting about the home soil has to do with the structure and the organization around the award? Because I think that if Headies actually get it right, and they were actually doing their work or doing the work and making this award very fun, very organized, the structure around it is superb and is almost matching with, for example, I'm not saying do the awards to match up with the Grammys.
Yeah.
That's going to take quite a while, right? But do you not think that the reason why these artists are not actually sending this award is because they still lack the structure? There is no excitement around it. There's no proper organization around it. Don't you think so, though?
I think the problem here is the fact that the people that we are pitching Headies with, like the international bodies, were like, oh, look at the Grammys, look at Headies. If you start comparing Headies to like other award institutions that are like Nigerian based, or in Nigeria or in Africa, we might not necessarily say that they are not doing better. Do you understand? But because now we are already pitching them with the global standard awards, so it's like, oh, these people actually need to up their game. They need to do better. Because for me, I would say the only thing that is changing about Headies is the fact that every year there's like new artists. That's the only thing. In terms of structure and organization, it's been the same from like inception. So that's what I'll say.
To be very honest, I feel like the Headies need to actually do a lot better,
really
because what we saw yesterday or / this morning was a shit show.
No, it wasn't.
It was a sham. It was a freaking sham, and I make bold to say it. I have no reservations regarding that, because
you're so hungry, guys.
I stayed up.
The way is so hungry.
I stayed up. Firstly, you announced that.
Did.
First you announced that the show was gonna start. Red carpet was gonna start at 5 p.m. I knew that there was no way in the freaking world
and this
that they were going to start at 5 p.m.
This thing about African time. It really needs to stop. Like, really needs to stop. I remember one time Kate Enshaw, posted something on Instagram talking about, if you want to start your event if you put on your IV or your flyer or your invite that this event starting by 5, let it start by 5, because if I get there by 5 and you're not starting by 5, I don't have any business being there. And it's actually the truth. This thing of African time needs to really stop, because it doesn't make sense that you get invited for an event and you can already tell that the 5 now just make everybody we will not get there by 5. And now everybody already knows that it won't start by 5.
And this is something that Rema has actually really been talking about. I remember his last performance, he was saying that, yo man, if you got come early, man, because I'm out. Everybody's got to come early.
Now. That's how it's supposed to be. This whole thing of African time, it's not giving at all. It's not
5 p.m. the Headies said the red carpet was going to start, and then the main event was going to start. They shifted it again. They said, okay, 7 p.m. red carpet, 10 p.m. It was just a lot of back and forth and all of that. It seemed like they had so many months, so many weeks to prepare for this Headies award, and they just flopped and just like taking the whole thing and just turned it upside down. How does this even give us a good look in terms of everything that we've been building and doing for the structure of Afrobeat?
It really doesn't. I mean, this does not even give a good look. And you know what is more bothersome now is the fact that there's another edition coming up in this same year.
Oh my goodness.
Because now I'm like, okay, what are we expecting? And maybe we want to give them the excuse of maybe because like 2 editions that are coming up this year, so maybe they just rushed this one. Let's see what the second one will be. Maybe let's just give them that benefit of doubt.
I actually think that it's actually even very noble enough to say, you know what, we cannot host the Headies this time around, so we can actually have time. Maybe you could just build everybody's plaque to them. Because why you bringing people to an award ceremony, freaking wasting everybody's time, starting the show very late? This organization, it seemed like everybody who was there didn't even know what to do.
Exactly.
Everything just they turn upside. I'm like, my goodness. In my head, I'm like, when do we have actually the sense enough to own up to our mistakes and say, you know what, probably we should just take a break and actually see how we're able to reorganize things.
They actually Don't you think that now? They took a break before.
And what has the break done?
I mean, one would think that after that break, this edition is really going to be that basketballs, but now it's really not. It's not it, Jare. It's not. Honestly, it's really not.
I mean, like in one breath, do you think that the Headies can actually even reclaim its glory?
Ooh. That's actually hard though. It will be really hard, but they can.
What do they have to do?
I mean, probably give the show to better organizers or better producers. Maybe the problem is even with the producers of the show now, not even the owners. Not even Mr. Ayo at this point. Maybe it is the producers of the show. Change producers. Let's see what it look like if they change hands and see what will happen.
Anyways, the Headies need to do a lot better because what we saw yesterday night was not it at all. It's not it at all. And then one of the high points of the night had to be Odum Black winning, the next rated award. And it seemed to me like the whole charade was just like Big Brother eviction show, because I'm hearing, Odumodu, you have 30 seconds remaining. What the heck was that?
For me, I would say, one thing that I've been thinking about ever since the Headies and when it ended, I'm like, that joy and everything, I feel like it's fake. I feel like it's fake. Honestly, I feel like it's fake. Let's see what how Odumodu is going to feel like winning the Headies in 5 years to come, or when it starts getting the global recognition. I mean, the artists that preceded them used to be excited like that now. So let's see what it looks like.
I feel you.
I mean, you didn't see Rema's reaction to you won the Headies.
No, so for me, I think that for Odi is a real guy. Odi shows his emotions. Odi talks a lot. Like he's on X all the time, tweeting in capital letter, like he owns X and all of that. I don't feel like Odumodu will come up on stage and try to fake his emotions. He was actually really excited.
He was, but
if you see the reaction,
he's excited, but
no, I feel like it's genuine. I feel like it's genuine.
It's genuine, but I feel like it's I'm not saying it's not genuine, but it's genuine. But can't they add Jara like CC?
First off, probably he might just already have been tired and stressed out for the night, right? Okay. Now he's now seeing his favorite person because Davido presented that award to him on stage, and his mom is there. His whole calm, they were there with him, and it seemed like in fact, let's even just give you guys like a backstory to this thing. So Odumodu was nominated for the next rated category, and in fact he was announced as the winner by Davido, who was the only one of the top 3 or let's say top 5 artists who actually made it to the award ceremony the night, and of course showed up and presented the award to Odum Black. Odum Black comes up stage with everybody, more than like 16,000 people. They were trying to fit themselves on stage. Everybody's trying to look for space and all that. Odumodu's mom is in front. Odumodu comes to give a speech and all of that. And Odumodu's just being happy, reading his speech, talks about Jesus, and he cut him off.
That was.
What do you make of that?
It wasn't. I feel like that was really uncalled for. I mean, you already fine. They must have given them time. Like, when you collect your award, or you have so number of minutes to come out and say your appreciation and stuff, your speech and all. But you really can't predict how excited someone will be and how they are going to react to that excitement. So I really think that. With the look of things, this guy is excited, he's giving the speech. I mean, if they didn't cut him off, that speech would have been like a major highlight for Headies. It is. I mean, it is.
Yeah, it is already, because,
even with cutting him off, it is already.
You can't.
So I don't think. I mean, it really can't. So I don't think it was really something necessary to have done, like just cutting. And then after cutting him off, everybody already knew that you guys actually cut this guy off. We start playing background music, and then the one that even blew the whole thing up, you have 30 seconds. I'm like,
when I heard the music,
understand.
I thought they were going to bring Dorime. Maybe some girls would just carry champagne and bring, because I'm like, why are you playing music?
You know he was talking about Jesus here. So when the background music came, like, was even a sound first. I was even thinking maybe the DJ was trying to give like this solemn background sound while he's talking about Jesus, only for me to now see that the sound just continued. And Odumodu was like, stop it, I'm still giving my
what am I hearing?
And he even said please. That was where I felt like it was already too much. I mean, this guy actually said please, and he put not here. They now read this and said you have 30 seconds. Then nasty off mic again. I like my guy. He actually went and said, if you off your mic, I have my voice.
That in fact is like one moment that actually really gave the show some type of life, because the show was already dead. The crowd there was no hype around it. Really my only stand-up performer for the night has to be Nasboy. Nasboy delivered a 10 over 10 performance for somebody who is a comedian to perform like that.
That was
crazy.
Nice,
that was crazy.
And then his voice,
See, for what it's worth, that in fact was like a very, very interesting moment for me, because I'm trying to see and compare with all the other artists who came out to perform for the night, and everybody is just, I don't know what to call it.
I don't know. Maybe they are just so used to the international stages. Someone like Charlie Poppy. I think Charlie Poppy has gotten so used to.
What has he done with the international stage?
How did he fare? It was at the O2 with
how did he
Central
fare?
C the other time.
How did he fare?
I mean, I feel like there's this different set of energy. And maybe it's what they get from the audience, Sha.
Everybody in Nigeria is tired. Nobody even freaking cares about the Headies anymore. So the Headies they needed to have put up a freaking show.
But what do you think they would have done differently?
Put up a freaking show. Organize yourselves a little bit better. Start the event early. Because I mean, like what a lot of people are saying, why would you bring an award to Nigeria for Nigerians, for Africans, and you are actually presenting an award in the dead of the night?
Like midnight.
For an award show that you're trying as much as possible to reclaim your name and give it a better showing. Give it like a better sense of, okay, yeah, we're actually doing this because we know what we're doing. Then you put that award and then span till the morning, and then if you did not even finish or reeling out all the awards, everybody they go out.
I heard that some people did not get plaque.
Why you won't see them? You know, they don't miscalculate them, because I mean there was just a lot of anyhowness around the night.
It wasn't really
Amaju Pini getting a plaque and Charlie Poppy couldn't get anyone. My goodness, I'm just really sick and tired of talking about this, really, because the organization for the Headies Awards 2025, the 17th edition, is a freaking sham. And for me, I feel like they should just shut it down, use that whole money to maybe do like bet Nigeria or just support. I don't know. Just do something else.
I just say they should give the shows to like new producers, better producers. Let's not even say. Should we say better? Yes, now, because we've already seen what the current ones are doing, and it's not really giving. So probably new producers, like give it to a set of new hands. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can make of it, and see if it actually now becomes something that people will really be excited about. Because if I'm really going to be honest, there's no excitement around the Headies at all. There is no excitement. That's why I said Odum Black. Yes, he was excited, but it's at a point it was now beginning to look fake, because I mean everybody would just be looking like, are this excited for Headies? Headies, like nobody really. But a lot of Nigerians really do not rate that award again.
Before we used to rate it.
We used to. That's why I said again. Like they don't rate it again. Then Headies, we dey gather for sitting room.
Used to be a big thing.
Like if there's no light, one house will on and everybody go and watch.
True that.
So now it's not, no lights, so everybody don't go sleep. I mean, it really wasn't.
I mean, the Headies need to actually do all we can to actually get this vibe back, and so we can actually, continue to love the Headies that we fell in love with at the time. I mean, like talking about good things happening. I mean, Davido won 2 awards for the Digital Artist of the Year and the Artist of the Year. Did you see Davido winning any award on the night?
I'm going to be very honest here. Yes, I did. But it wasn't Artist of the Year. Probably Digital Artist of the Year. Why? Because, he's always, is in the faces of everybody. Everybody's talking about him. Everybody say they love Davido online. But for Artist of the Year, I'm like, but yeah.
That list is super studded.
Yeah.
Davido's on that list.
Yeah,
Burna Boy, Rema Thames, Arya Styles, well, who I actually feel sorry for, because Arya Styles got about like 8 nominations or so, and he didn't win anything on the night. Probably she's won in life. So I mean, that's fair enough.
I was going to say that. See, I don't even think Headies is still an award that Afrobeat artists will feel bad for not winning.
But if they win it, it's still something. It's
still something, but it is, yeah. But I don't think
one of the most. I mean, for us here.
For us here, I know that's what I'm saying. For us, yeah, it is. But I really do not think that it is still that award that if they do not win, they'll feel bad about. I mean, you saw Rema's reaction now.
Charity begins at home, though.
It does, but you saw Rema's reaction.
Yes, I did.
With that sort of reaction, do you think you would have felt it if he didn't win?
Anyways, talking about Rema did in fact win the album of the year.
Of the year, exactly.
And then, his reaction to that, because he was, performing somewhere else.
Yeah.
They didn't even bother to come for the award ceremony. The only person who made it to the award ceremony was Davido. And then Rema, they were telling him, "Oh, you did actually win the album of the year." He said, "Oh."
I was like, "Oh, it was like, where is that?" Like, it was asking where did I win, that, and they're like, Headies. I was like, "Oh, Headies. Oh, wow, we didn't even clock that. I mean, we didn't clock." So I was saying that, imagine that sort of reaction. So do you think that it will now feel bad? We didn't even know if he lost. Should be naive then tell him. Now, so I really do not think.
I mean, to be honest, whilst I agree with you that the Headies has lost its credibility and all of that, but it's still our own thing.
It is our
There's
own,
still
definitely.
that attachment to it.
Away,
There's still that insane attachment to it, and regardless of whether it is credible or not, an artist who's been nominated for the Headies will still want to win it one way or the other. I understand now that they're big boys now. They're blown, they're flown, and they do most of their music outside the shores of Nigeria, which is fine. Afrobeats is the word. Clap on for Jesus. But at the end of the day, home front is still home front. The home soil is still the home soil.
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, if they lose an award, if you not paying them as much, but at least it still come out something for their body. But big ups to Rema for actually still at the end of the video acknowledging and giving props, to the Headies award.
Yeah.
He wasn't there on the night, but guys, tell us in the comment section if you think that Rema in fact deserves to have won the album of the year category. And I mean, just moving on to other conversations. Now let's talk about Zeridia winning the Rookie of the Year. Is he deserving of that award?
I mean, looking at that list, looking at someone that if you after mentioning all the names, you mention all the names, name that will quickly resonate with anybody will be Zeridia.
Over Taves, over Lona, over Kesta. Oh my dealer. That was a street.
A lot of people knows that song, but they don't even know the person that sang it. That's one funny thing about it. If not for the what they call in the feature I had with Kiss Daniel, a lot of people would not even now know that. Oh, okay, so I really do not think that there's anybody on that list that would have won it ahead of Zeridia. If we are thinking of someone or a name that everybody knows, do you understand? And then his brother already has a platform, so I was not surprised too.
So you think that he's thriving off his brother's
platform? Yeah, definitely. That's what we say now.
Well, I mean, congratulations to everyone who got nominated on that list, because everyone is doing decent. I mean, Taves as well as Lona, as well as K-Style. Everybody's doing pretty decent, but I would have gone for Zeridia, to be honest. And for many reasons more than one. He came with a new sound, a fresh sound. Followed the footprint of his brother. Singing, talking type.
Wasn't a fresh sound. It's their brother's footprint.
And he stuck with it.
They're still.
He stuck with it. He didn't try to do R&B. He didn't try to do pop. He stuck with his style and the sound and street chop arm. For him to get nominated.
So just name, So for winning that category, let's just say name and platform. Because if aside that, I would have expected this guy to win. Taves? Don't say that again. Don't say that again.
Why? Just say you like him because he's a fine boy. Taves?
No, I like that particular song now.
Get serious.
No, I really would.
If we actually want to talk,
K-Styles.
We can actually even say Lona, because Lona had a whole album, by the way.
Oh yeah,
so true. I mean, like, he did pretty decent. Might not actually be in the year of review, but I mean, Lona has actually came into the scene and did pretty decent, amazing songs, came out with a fresh sound, something different, something that the Afrobeat space had lacked. You're talking about Taves. Please spare me that.
Really? Are you that angry?
I don't have anything against him. I don't have anything against him, but I'm talking about people who have stuck with their sound and have actually got in the streets to fall in love with their sound.
So the people in love is Zeridia.
Tons and tons of people. As weird as it sounds, tons and tons of people.
Okay, but
congratulations to Zeridia. And congratulations to everybody who won the award on the night.
Yeah,
but
congratulations.
The takeaway has to be Ashake also winning the single of the year. Does that actually cut it for you?
It does, though, but I was really expecting this other track to have been under that category. Mogbe, Loudy, come, Mogbe.
What's wrong with you?
Mokumo, Daron, Gege, I mean, no, we chopped that song past.
From Lonely at the Top, that everybody was singing.
Even that.
To Loud.
Yes.
What's that?
But I know that we really vibe to Lonely at the Top. But if we're talking about another track that really held the street down, it had to be Mogbe as well. So I was really expecting that particular one, Sef. But Lonely at the Top, I mean, quite a decent track. So yes, I wasn't expecting less. He did it. Song of the year,
Anyways, congratulations to Ashake, Mr. Money with the Vibe. So let's take a run through of some of the awards and the winners for the night before we wrap up the show real quick. And we have Zaridiel winning the Rookie of the Year. We have the Soundtrack of the Year, The Tribe Called Judah. We have the Best Recording of the Year, Burning by Thames, which I think is pretty deserving.
Yeah, very,
then Best Vocal Performance Male. We have Loj with Billions. I like that song.
I mean, when I saw that one, I'm like, waiting Joe Boy fans go they talk now. You know, they were pitching them against each other. I mean, a week ago or so that who has, but now I think
big boots now, big bragging rights now for the
really
one and
a
only
huge bragging rights. Yeah.
And there's one award that shocked me because I haven't heard from her in a long time. Maybe because I'm not putting my eyes to the ground. Leah winning the vocal performance. I
was going to say that.
What's
I'm
up,
like,
Leah?
how did she win? Like, how did it happen?
Anima Shaman needs to tell us something. Anyways, Songwriter of the Year went to the one and only King Maddie, which I think is quite deserving. Yeah, at least take something
above the other people in that category. Yes, she's actually doing very well.
Something for the new school.
Yeah.
Maybe just to encourage her.
I mean, see, I saw it, I'm like, if you see every other person for that category, don't be like, hello, Mr. Ayo.
You can't take the Gen Zs.
Hello, Mr. Ayo, just give it to her. Let's give it to her.
The Gen Zs need to be included one way or the other.
But she's actually doing very well, Sha. She's doing very well. But I was just looking at, the fact that she won over the other people, I want to believe that they genuinely gave it to her.
We'll see how that pans out. Let's see what she says. Anyways, Producer of the Year had to be London.
No, that one really gave us heat. I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, that one.
Big ups to London. And Afrobeats Album of the Year, Rema. His album.
That one is actually a huge debate too.
It had to be.
Overwork of Heart.
It was quite tight. It's quite tight. If they would have given Ashake Work of Art as the album of the year, I don't think anybody would have really filmed as much. You know, it was actually between Ashake and Rema.
Yeah, that's true.
Rema won it on the night, so congratulations to Remy Boy who won that award. And of course, music video of the year by Director Pink was Egu, Mobad, and Chike.
Yeah, you know this thing
Sentimental award.
See, you know this thing about all the awards that Mobad collected. You know, may so rest in peace. I really think Yoruba people call it Ojuaye. Like when the guy there, you can't go finish now. I beg you, let them park one side, Jerry.
But I mean, Mobad was already like in the streets, and I mean, he was doing pretty amazing.
Yes, he said, but why did they not recognize him that well before? I mean. It's the awards there now. I mean, about 2 or 3 awards that had his name in it or his work in it. So what are we now saying? Now when you don't go finish, we'll give people their flowers while they're here, please.
Anyways, we'll continue. I mean, we pray that he continues to rest in peace. And of course, this award probably will, be able to give a little bit of succor to his friends and his family. We actually miss him. And congratulations to Director Pink for doing an amazing job on that video. A female video director who's actually really giving everybody a run for their money. So big ups to Director Pink. And Afrobeat single of the year had to be Big Baller by Flavor. Deserving.
I'm like, how, but maybe Agba Bola. How much is money?
Bop. Everybody sing that song. Bop. And just maybe they wanted to just blend the east and the west and the north.
They wanted to blend.
Just some type of geographical award. If you try to, I'm not saying this is something that is tribalistic, but if you try to leave a section out, they're gonna come for you.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean that was a very beautiful song. I think it's deserving. So big ups to the one and only Flavor. And of course, Viewers' Choice Award had to be Ego Chike Mobile. We talked about this before. Maybe a little bit of sentiment.
Service. But I'm not saying it's not deserving, but it would have been more beautiful if he was still here and he won that. The
next rated category, of course, was won by Odum Black. And it's quite decent, to be very honest. Big ups to Odum Black. Very deserving.
Our faces, machine is coming. So definitely.
I really think that this was the award that I could say that somebody really, really deserves. So big ups.
I thought I was even going to do Big Brother to Ayoma for. I saw when Ayoma asked her brother, does this mean you are leaving? They say God punish you.
Odi excited, and he was the one that brought the firepower to the night.
I mean, he even gave us the highlights of that.
Congratulations. Yes. The highlight for the night had to come from Odum Black. Truly, the machine is coming, and nobody will be able to stop it. So, Digital Artist of the Year, Davido. Special recognition was Shali Poppy and Odum Black for Cast. Quite deserving. Dumodu winning 2 awards for the night. Charlie Poppy, no award. And no C plaque give him.
The fact that you mentioned this thing like
Best East African Artist of the Year, our in-law Juma Jukes.
Our in-law.
Tanzania over the one and only Diamond Platinum. Priscilla Ojo.
No, I really think this is one thing about PR now. Like, we've been talking about this particular artist, for a while now, for months. So I really wasn't surprised that it won. I mean, I definitely was expecting that it was going to win. I mean, it's been in our faces. I know one thing about Nigerians: once they accept you, once they decide to stand by you, bro, you're going far. So I really was expecting him to win.
Mental award, in my opinion.
But
anyways, we move.
I think he deserved
Best
it.
Street Hop Award had to be Mobad with Ask About Me. Well deserving, because I love that
really,
song.
Yeah, I do.
It was hot on the streets.
Really, really hot.
Really hot on the street.
Really hot.
And of course, we had Song of the Year, Lonely at the Top by Asha Chemist and Money the Vibe. We talked about that one already. And of course, Special Recognition Award had to also go to Casey for the Personality of the Year.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Casey. And of course, we had other awards coming from Central African, Artist of the Year, Enos B. We had Album of the Year. We've talked about that already. He is. Of course, we've talked about Artist of the Year. And Best Performer of the Year, Live Performer, had to go to Burna Boy. Very deserving.
I mean, who else do you think was
brings the fire, brings the energy?
It's just so obvious. So it's very obvious. Yes.
Best Performer.
No,
Best Performer.
Don't argue it.
Then Best Rap Album goes to my guy. I love this one. Eriga, Family Time. Worry, no, they carry last. Finally, we get an award.
Definitely.
And big ups to, Eriga for winning that one. And International Artist of the Year, Travis Scott. We're just a joke in this place. Anyways, we move. Best Southern African Artist of the Year had to go to Titom, who I really love his sound. Not that I've heard a lot of songs. Swallow Bomb is an amazing song, of course. So yeah. So big ups, fair enough. Best North African Artist of the Year, So King. I don't really know too much about you, brother, but congratulations on the night, as well as Himra, who won the West African Artist of the Year. Now, talking about, come back to, churches and all that stuff. Best Inspirational Record and Best Inspirational Single had to go to Mercy Chinwo. You do this one. Chinwo, you do this one. Congratulations for copying this amazing award. Best Collaboration of the Year had to go to Chike and Mobad with Egu. And big ups. Did you see that one coming actually? You go say now sentiment again.
This would have been really sweet if this guy was still here. So I feel like every of the award that had Mobad in it was just
Street Hop Artist of the Year is actually well deserving, as well as
You're not getting it. I'm not saying it's not well deserving, but the question should be, if he was still here, would they have recognized him? Nominate.
Well, we don't know about that. But it has happened, and of course, big ups to.
And it's actually really beautiful to see that he actually copied the award. Nice.
Anyways, guys, this is where we come to the end of what's happening here at Gusto TV Africa. Biggest winners of the night: Davido, Rema, Burna Boy, Shali Poppy, Odum Black, Zeridiel, as well as King Madi also. It's been really, really an amazing run, but of course the organization was quite like a shit show, like I said. Hopefully they get to fix it and we get to see like a better structured and well, organized award ceremony. And of course, anybody who know win for the night, please try to do better. And I feel sorry for our staff for not copying an award. 8 nominations and no awards. That's not really good. Congratulations to the winner. Congratulations to the nominees. Hopefully the next one will be better and bigger. Until next time, we'll see you guys.